Let me ask you something real. Have you noticed your belly getting firmer even though your weight hasn't really changed? Do you feel more tired after simple meals or wake up with that heavy, uncomfortable feeling around your midsection? And when you look in the mirror, do you ever wonder if this is just aging or if something deeper is happening inside your body? If you are over 60, this message is for you. What might be happening inside your belly right now is not just normal aging. It could be visceral fat, the silent kind that wraps around your organs and slowly poisons your body from within. Harvard researchers discovered that this type of fat releases more than 400 toxic chemicals into your bloodstream every single day. It is not just about a bigger waistline. It is about your heart, your energy, your mood, and your future. Here is the part that gives me hope. Your body, even past 60, still listens to you. It can heal. It can rebuild. It can let go of the dangerous fat that has been holding you back. The key is learning to speak your body's language again. You do not need crash diets or hours at the gym. What you need are 5 small, science-backed signals that tell your metabolism it is safe to release that hidden fat. These strategies are simple, gentle, and proven to work within 30 days. And the most powerful one has nothing to do with what you eat or how much you move. Stay with me until the end, because when I share that final step, it may truly surprise you. And before we begin, I would love to hear from you. Tell me your age and which state you are watching from. I read every single comment. Now let's start by understanding what this hidden fat really is. And why, once you know its secret, you might realize your best years of health. Understanding visceral fat after 60. Most people think fat is simply what they can see or pinch around the waist, but that is only the surface. Subcutaneous fat sits just under the skin. It may bother you when clothes feel tight, but it is not the real danger. The hidden threat is visceral fat, the deep fat that wraps around the liver, pancreas, and intestines. It is quiet, invisible, and toxic. Studies from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic show that visceral fat releases hundreds of harmful chemicals into the bloodstream every day, increasing the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and memory decline. For many older Americans, this type of fat builds up even when the scale does not move. Life changes bring stress, sleep becomes lighter, and energy dips. Maybe you spend more time sitting or reach for comfort snacks late at night. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, stays high, and your body begins storing fat differently. What used to rest under the skin starts moving deeper, surrounding vital organs and slowing down metabolism. The science is clear. After midlife, the body does not lose the ability to burn fat, it just needs the right signals. Instead of counting calories, the focus should be on restoring communication with your metabolism. That means calming the stress response, improving sleep, eating protein at the right times, and adding small movements throughout the day. These are simple messages that tell your body it is safe to release what it has been holding. Your body has carried you through decades of living, adapting through stress, change, and joy. It still listens to you today. When you learn to send the right signals through your habits, your meals, and even your mindset, it begins to respond. Take a moment to notice what your body has been trying to say. Maybe that stubborn belly is not just a sign of age, but a message waiting for you to listen. Because once you do, Strategy 1: protein at every meal. Protein is the quiet engine that keeps your metabolism alive. After midlife, the body becomes less efficient at using protein to maintain muscle, and that loss of muscle slows the rate at which you burn calories. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that adults who eat 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal have stronger muscles and 20% less belly fat than those who eat the same total amount spread unevenly through the day. Most people make the same mistake. They start the day with toast or cereal, eat a light salad for lunch, and save their main protein for dinner. By evening, the body's ability to use that protein has already dropped. What it really needs is a clear message first thing in the morning. That first meal sets the tone for your entire metabolism. Think about how you usually start your day. If breakfast is mostly carbs, your body spends hours chasing blood sugar highs and lows. But when you give it 25 grams of protein within an hour of waking, everything changes. Your muscles get what they need, your energy steadies, and your brain feels sharper. Studies from the University of Texas found that this pattern increases resting metabolism by nearly 15%, even without exercise. You do not have to overhaul your diet. Keep it simple: eggs with vegetables, Greek yogurt with berries, a protein shake if mornings are rushed. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Prepare your protein ahead of time. Boil eggs on Sunday, cook chicken breasts, or keep a tub of cottage cheese in the fridge. Try this for 1 week. Make breakfast your strongest meal. Notice how your hunger changes through the day, how your energy lasts longer, how your mood feels steadier. Your body will begin to respond within days. It has been waiting for you to send this signal, and once you do, it remembers exact. Strategy 2: Gentle cold to activate brown fat. Your body has 2 kinds of fat. White fat stores energy, while brown fat burns it to create warmth. Brown fat is like your internal furnace, and when it turns on, it draws fuel from the same deep reserves that build up around your organs. Scientists at the National Institutes of Health discovered that even a small increase in brown fat activity can raise calorie burning by up to 200 calories a day. What is even more exciting is that this response remains strong in older adults when triggered the right way. Cold exposure is not about ice baths or suffering. It is about gentle coolness that wakes up the body's natural heat system. Researchers at Harvard found that sitting in a cool room at around 66 degrees for just 2 hours a day can increase brown fat activity by nearly 45% in 4 weeks. That means your body keeps burning energy quietly, even while you rest or watch television. Here is how you can start safely. In the evening, lower your thermostat a few degrees while you read or relax. Light clothing is fine, but you should still feel comfortable, never chilled. End your shower with 30 seconds of cool water, not freezing, just slightly colder than usual. Sip cold water during the day to keep your metabolism engaged. Each of these small steps sends a signal to your body to use stored fat for warmth. The goal is to build tolerance gradually. Begin with 15 minutes of cooler temperature and add more time each few days. Pay attention to how your body feels. You should feel refreshed, not shivering. If you have any heart or circulation issues, talk with your doctor before trying extended cooling. Think of it this way. Gentle cold reminds your body that it still knows how to adapt. It has done so for decades through every season of your life. Now, with a little guidance, it can learn to burn fat again, naturally, efficiently, and safely, all while you simply. Strategy 3: The 10-hour eating window. Your body runs on rhythm. Every cell, every hormone, and every system follows a clock that tells it when to wake up, when to rest, and when to repair. Over time, many people lose touch with that rhythm. Late-night meals, endless snacking, and irregular eating confuse the signals your metabolism depends on. Research from the Salk Institute found that people who ate all their meals within a 10-hour window had nearly 50% less visceral fat than those who grazed all day, even when both groups consumed the same number of calories. The science is simple but powerful. When you stop eating early and let your body rest overnight, insulin levels fall. That drop allows stored fat to be used for energy, especially while you sleep. Growth hormone, which helps preserve muscle and burn fat, rises naturally during this time, but only when the stomach is quiet. Eating late at night blocks this process, keeping your body in storage mode long after the meal is done. Here is how you can apply it. Choose a 10-hour window that fits your life, such as 9 in the morning to 7 in the evening. Have 3 real meals and avoid snacking in between. Start slowly if needed. Begin with a 12-hour window and reduce it by half an hour each week until you reach your goal. Drink water, tea, or black coffee outside of those hours to stay hydrated and calm hunger. In my practice, I have seen patients discover how peaceful evenings can feel when the kitchen closes early. One woman told me that after a few weeks she no longer woke up feeling heavy or bloated. She said, "My body feels lighter, but my mind feels clearer." That is the real power of rhythm. Try this for a week. Notice how your sleep changes, how your cravings shift, and how your energy feels during the day. Your body loves consistency. Give it structure, and it will reward you with balance, strength, and a quieter belly that finally begins to heal itself. Strategy 4: Soluble fiber and prebiotics to reprogram the gut. Inside your gut lives an entire community of bacteria that quietly controls much of your metabolism. When that community is healthy, it sends a clear signal to your body to burn fat for fuel. One of the key messengers in this process is a compound called butyrate. Butyrate is produced when beneficial bacteria feed on soluble fiber. And research from Wake Forest University has shown that higher levels of butyrate are linked to 50% less visceral fat, regardless of body weight. This means the path to a flatter belly may begin in the gut, not the gym. Soluble fiber slows down digestion, balances blood sugar, and feeds the right microbes. Prebiotics, which are specific kinds of fiber, act like fertilizer for those microbes. Together, they create a metabolic environment that makes it easier to lose deep fat while keeping energy stable throughout the day. You can start this transformation with simple steps. In the morning, add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your smoothie or yogurt. Around midday, take a small serving of konjac fiber, sometimes sold as glucomannan, with a full glass of water about 30 minutes before your meal. For dinner, include a cup of beans or lentils. These foods work together like a rhythm morning, noon, and night, sending consistent fat-burning signals from your gut to your brain. Add in natural prebiotics like garlic, onions, or Jerusalem artichokes a few times a week. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that people who eat these foods regularly have 20 to 30% more beneficial gut bacteria in just 2 weeks. One of my patients in Arizona once told me, "I did not change what I ate. I changed how my gut felt about what I ate." Within a month, his digestion was calmer, his cravings were lower, and his waistband finally began to loosen. That is the quiet power of feeding your inner ecosystem. Strategy 5: the 4-7-8 breathing technique and vagus nerve activation. Your body has two main systems that keep it in balance. One is the fight or flight response that helps you survive danger. The other is the parasympathetic system, the one that allows your body to rest, repair, and burn fat efficiently. The key connection between these systems is the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain down through your chest and into your abdomen. When this nerve is calm and active, cortisol levels drop, digestion improves, and your metabolism shifts from storing fat to releasing it. Modern life, however, keeps many people stuck in the fight or flight mode. Constant stress, screens, and worry tell your body to hold on to fat, especially around the belly. Scientists at Johns Hopkins have found that elevated cortisol can increase visceral fat storage by more than 40% over time. But the good news is that the body can reverse this pattern through deep, rhythmic breathing. One of the simplest and most effective ways to do this is the 4-7-8 method. Sit comfortably, place one hand on your chest and one on your abdomen. Breathe in gently through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 7. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8. Repeat this pattern for 15 minutes, twice a day. Make sure your belly rises as you breathe in, while your chest stays still. That is how you know the vagus nerve is engaged. At first, you may just notice a quiet sense of warmth or calm, but within days, your heart rate steadies, your stress eases, and your body begins to rest deeper at night. Clinical studies show this breathing rhythm can lower cortisol by 30% in 15 minutes, and improve insulin sensitivity by more than 20% after consistent practice. Try this each morning before breakfast and again in the late afternoon when fatigue or tension tends to build. Think of it as resetting your body's rhythm, a pause that tells your nervous system it is safe to relax and heal. The moment your body feels safe, it stops clinging to fat and starts letting go naturally, gently, and without force. Frequently asked questions. Many people ask if these strategies can be followed by those living with diabetes or high blood pressure. The answer is yes, with care and awareness. These approaches are not extreme diets or heavy workouts. They are gentle lifestyle rhythms that calm the body and stabilize blood sugar naturally. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic show that consistent protein intake and time-restricted eating can reduce insulin resistance and improve blood pressure within a few weeks. If you take medication, check with your doctor first and make adjustments gradually. Your goal is balance, not perfection. Another common concern is cold exposure. Some people simply do not tolerate cold well, especially if they have joint stiffness or circulation issues. You do not need to force it. Start by lowering the room temperature just a few degrees for a short time, or finish your shower with 15 seconds of slightly cool water. The point is to awaken your body's heat-producing cells, not to shock your system. Listen to your comfort level. Feeling refreshed is good. Feeling chilled is not. Many also notice some bloating or gas when they first increase soluble fiber. This is actually a sign that your gut bacteria are waking up and adjusting. Add fiber slowly, drink more water, and give your body time to adapt. Within a week or two, most people notice smoother digestion and less bloating than before. And what about hunger during fasting hours? Remember, the goal is not to suffer but to retrain your body's sense of timing. If you feel hungry, it is often thirst or habit rather than real need. Drink a glass of water, sip tea, or move your body for a few minutes. Over time, your metabolism learns the new rhythm, and those hunger waves fade. Think of these adjustments as conversations with your body. It is not about discipline or deprivation. It is about you have learned something powerful today. Visceral fat does not melt away through punishment or willpower. It responds to the right signals. 5 small actions practiced with care can awaken your body's natural rhythm again. Eat your protein with intention. Give your body moments of gentle coolness. Respect your eating window. Feed your gut with real fiber and living foods. And breathe with purpose to calm your mind. Each signal is like a conversation between you and your body, one that says, I am ready to heal. Now it is your turn to take that first step. Join the 30-day Shrink from Inside Challenge. For the next month, choose one new habit each week. Watch how your energy, sleep, and confidence begin to return. The change does not happen overnight, but it begins the moment you decide your best years are not behind you. They are waiting just ahead. I would love to hear from you. Share your story in the comments. Tell us your age, your state, and your goal for the next 30 days. What part of your body do you most want to feel strong again? I read every single comment because your progress inspires someone else to begin. If this message helped you, tap the like button and subscribe. It is a simple gesture, but it helps us reach more people who need this message of hope. Every week, we share new senior health tips to help you move better, eat smarter, and live longer without fear, without guilt, and without giving up the joy of living. Remember, you are never too old to turn your health around. Your body still listens to you. It has been waiting for you to speak its language again. Start today, and let the next chapter of your strength begin.